So today we continue from where we stopped in our microservices step-by-step tutorials, and we are going to continue in the step 8, as you can see. That says call the pathology service from the admission service using REST template. So if you are joining now, I recommend you go to do the previous lessons, which are also here, and they are very easy to follow. If you miss any step of this class, you have all the steps here in my web page, and also you can find the source code right here in this place. Just find the source code, find the step-by-step. I recommend you don't copy and paste, just try to write it yourself. And also if you have challenges, let me know. And something I also like to remind you is for you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. If you subscribe, you kind of motivate me to keep doing these lessons, and also you also get updates because sometimes I make easier lessons. Maybe I find an easier way to do it and I let you know. So just click on subscribe button to subscribe, and also if this has been informative for you, let me know by leaving a comment below. Like and share this video so that we can do this together. So let's see where we are in the stream of time, in the stream of our application time. So this is what we are building, and we've gotten to step 8. So let's see. So at this point, I'm just going to see what next step. So step 8 says call pathology service from the admission service. Before now, we already called the HR service from the admission service. So now we are going to call pathology service from the admission service. So most of the work has been done in step 7, where we called HR from admissions. So now let's call pathology service from the admissions service. All right, so you see the step says create a method get disease and the admissions resource class, and the method uses REST template to get list of diseases. So this is exactly the same way to get list of patients. Is the same way we are going to get list of employees. We are going to do the same thing to get list of diseases. So basically, I'm going to actually copy this. So this admissions resource class that we've written. So let me drag down this a bit. This admissions resource class. So I'm going to just copy this. So now we are trying to write a method that will go from admissions to the pathology database, and then call a method to get list of diseases from the pathology database. So I'm going to just copy this and paste it. All right. So now what we need here is list of diseases. So let me just change it to diseases, and now what we need here is get diseases, and instead of employee list, we have the disease list. Okay, so this pathology works is available in 8083, and the service is pathology, and the endpoint is diseases. Okay. So this is going to be diseases list object. So let's copy. So what we are saying is, like I explained previously, instead of returning list of objects, we create an object, a class called object list, and that will be an object for us to return just one single object. So we have diseases list and get for object pathology diseases. So this time, instead of employee list, we have the diseases list. So this is just a class, one single object we are returning. I explained this before now, where I discussed list of object versus object list. Alright, so I'm going to just return this, copy this and paste here. Okay, so fine. So now we have it, and then we are going to okay, so now we are going to check where we are. It's good we follow the procedure, annotate the get diseases method with request mapping of slide diseases, which we've done. So I'm going to mark this as green. And the next step says modify the get diseases method service to return diseases list instead of list of diseases, which is what I've done. So I'm going to just mark it as done. create the diseases list class. Good. So that's the next thing we are going to do. So we are now going to create diseases list class. I'm going to just come here. I would like to create it in the pathology microservice. After creating in pathology microservice, maybe I'll copy it across to the admissions microservice. So I'm going to go to pathology service. Meanwhile, let's see what is in the create the diseases list class and copy it, this class and the disease class to the admission service. So we're actually creating the diseases class in the pathology service. Okay. So let's go ahead to do it. So I'm going to go to pathology and I'm going to go to, so it should be in the models folder. So I'm going to right click. For some reason this is being sluggish, I don't know why. So I'm going to say new and I'm going to say new class. So the name of the class is going to be diseases list. Okay. All right, so let's give a second. So diseases list will have one single private member variable called diseases. So I'm going to say private private diseases is equal to private private list of diseases. So diseases list will simply contain a list of disease. Okay, let's call it diseases. Okay. All right. So the next thing we are going to do is to do a getter and setter. Well, let's import this. So let's create getter and setter for this. So go to source here and choose generate getters and setters here, and select this and just say generate. All right. So I'm going to save everything. So we are done with this class, and let's see where we are at this point. So the next thing, let me mark all this as green because we've done it. So we created the diseases list class, and the next thing we want to do is to copy the diseases list class and the disease class as well to the admission service, because admission service will be consuming diseases disease list and diseases. So we are consuming these methods from the pathology service. So we need actually to put it in some container. That container is a class. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to copy the two of them across. In microservices, you can actually duplicate classes by having the same class in different places. So I'm going to copy all the way to the admission service .src main, and it's going to be in the models folder, and I'm going to paste it right here. All right. So having done this, I think we basically completed this. So the next thing we want to do, before we test it, let's see if there is any errors we can just correct. So we have this. So let's just import this. Okay, so basically we are done. So let's go ahead to test this microservice now. Let's see if we can actually get list of diseases from the pathology service while we are in admissions service. So let's see how it goes. So we are going to try to access /diseases, but this time from the admissions microservice. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start the admission service. So I'm going to right click and just say run as. So I'm going to just Spring Boot up. Since we are going to be calling the pathology service, admissions resource, save. Since we are going to be calling the pathology service as well, we're also going to start it and make sure it's running. So we have the admission service, you can see started on port 8080, as you can see right here, 8081. So we are going to start the pathology service. I'm going to right click. let me just make sure in pathology service, let's make sure everything is okay. So, all right, so in pathology service, we're actually going to come to pathology resources and let me see. Okay, let's run it and see what happens. So let me just run us Spring Boot app. So it started in port 8083, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead to test it. So I'm going to come to, we'll actually expand this. So I'm going to come to HTTP localhost 8081, and we are trying to access, we are in admission service. Of course, we can get list of patients, fine, okay. So, but now we want list of diseases.